March 23, 2024. In a swift response to old Vincenzo's urgent call, the XRP army has mobilized to combat the nefarious tactics of the banking cartel. With coordinated precision reminiscent of B-52 bombers, supporters are urged to unite, hitting the like and subscribe buttons below to amplify the battle cry. Reports reveal that criminal gangsters have infiltrated not only the United States government but also the cryptocurrency markets, executing maneuvers with military precision to exploit and deceive retail traders. Their goal to strip away both their wealth and their trust. However, standing firm against this onslaught are old Vincenzo and his formidable team of jabroni killers, fortified by unwavering principles of truth and integrity. Together they lead the charge, resolute in their defense of XRP and its community. The XRP army remains vigilant and informed, recognizing the overt manipulation orchestrated by world banking cartels. In light of recent events, the XRP army calls upon its members to unite in spreading truth and facts. It's imperative to remain vigilant and informed, recognizing the manipulative tactics orchestrated by world banking cartels. These entities aim to portray cryptocurrencies unfairly, branding them as tools of organized crime, money laundering, and drug dealing. Their goal is clear: to stifle the growth of digital assets and sow fear among retail traders, all while manipulating citizens into supporting government intervention. From orchestrated black ops to false narratives, the tactics employed by these entities are insidious. FTX, Three Arrows Capital, Luna, Celsius, all are victims of this orchestrated campaign executed flawlessly by criminal gangsters. Yet amidst the chaos and propaganda, there shines a beacon of hope, old Vincenzo and the power of that subscribe button. Let us stand together in peace and love, united in our determination to protect the future of XRP. In light of recent
Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing on the 23rd of March, 2024. If we can believe this already, bell notification like the promo said before, and a phenomenal, gorgeous, glowing, beautiful early spring day with a high temperature of 51 degrees in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois under sunny skies and a early spring crystal blue brightening sky, right? The Bitcoin price was up about 2.5% on Saturday, but now the new daily candle has started, and it's been fluctuating a little bit down, a little bit up, and right now it's even. The XLM price had a nice rally yesterday, and it is even today. Everything's even right now, but they all had a nice rally on Saturday, coming off the lows. Something that I want, Bitcoin price, and then everyone's favorite lovely coin is the XRP price, and the XRP price is in the same thing in the far zoomed out machine right here, right? It's in the same pattern, had a big collapse. This was when the last of the companies got shaken out, went bankrupt, the malinvestment, the shysters stealing your money, and in some cases, the companies of offshore fleecers that own questionable trading services just closed up shop, walked away with billions of dollars in customers' monies overnight. Customers went to bed with their money in that account, the person's trading service, and they woke up and logged on to see what their crypto did overnight, just to see an error screen because the CEO of the company stole all the money and hightailed it out of town and went to a country that doesn't extradite for nonsense like that, right? So you got to be careful with who you put your money in. You got to be careful with the companies that you put your hard-earned fucking money on, that you're trying to earn money, that they don't just one day wake up, grab all your money, and hightail it the fuck out of Dodge, right? So use reputable companies in your country that you're listening to. And this, in the United States, I prefer to trade on sites that if the site's company goes bankrupt and they go away, or the CEO tries to just pack up and hightail it out of fucking Dodge and steal all the customers' money, it's protected by the U.S. government, just like when your money's in a bank up to $250,000, right? That's just what I like to do in the United States. I would advise you in whatever country you're trading in to sort of do the same thing. Use a trading site that the government sort of protects you if the company that you choose to trade on turns out to be a bunch of fucking shysters, right? But that's just a different something else. But you can see this has upper resistance where it started back here in the 18th of June-ish, around there of 2022. And then we traded, hit support for the first time a little bit later. Then we came up initially in big upper resistance, and all the channels were saying, oh, big bull market starting here. Everyone buy it. It's going to $3. And then it turned over on itself. And then down here they said, holy shit, the bear market's starting. It's going to go to another leg down. Sell. They said sell. They said buy. They said sell. They didn't know what the fuck to do over here. They seen it level off and they were going nuts. And old Vincenzo was just drawing this pattern out. Initially, we were coming off of here. We traded sideways, and we keep this here because we traded into this symmetrical triangle. And when it didn't break out, well, it did break out right here, right at the end of it. It had a forceful pump up, hit this third area, had this underneath support, and this, at this point when it broke out, this is when we drew out this rising channel and said, let's see if this is the pattern that we're in. And then it continued a nice, steady, big pumps, nice dumps, but a steady, very, very forceful and powerful increase of at current price, 98% since the great dump, right? So, but what happens here with XRP is if you want to get bullish, we have these trading boxes, this blue trading zone. We're sitting down here holding resistance, fighting off the sellers and the bears and the shysters and manipulators, right? And if we pump up, we can breach this fib circle that's coming down like that, that's sneaking in the background. And you can see it's held perfect resistance here, perfect resistance here, perfect resistance right there, right? You'd have to fire back through here, get back above this critical 69 cents, and then make another hit and hope that you've beaten down, taken out, and cracked the wall of sellers that have been up here every single time you've come up into this region, right? And that's what you need to do to get bullish, is to try to break up past there and then break out, sort of like the Bitcoin price did, right? Even though Bitcoin's at all-time highs. Or you're going to keep trading in here, hitting support and resistance, and eventually you're going to break up or break down. And if you break down, we all know where you're coming back to in the XRP price. It's at 37 cents, which in the zoomed far back out medium left machine, we have the same trading area as the reason that's down there is the reason that's very important. As you can see from about the great dump, it wicked down to 37, 36 cents back here on May of 2022, and then all the way until the great pump in March of 23. So a little bit over a year. This was the focal point of so many videos. Got rejected off the 37 cents, got supported off the 37 cents, sitting on the 37 cents every single day. Or we had a great pump and a rejection and came all the way back down to the 37 cents. Pump, rejected, 37 cents, right? It was always the 37 cent level. And that's why you would obviously come back down there, because it's a major traded area on that 37 cents that buyers are stacked there. The limit orders are in there because the price has been an area where there's been lots of consistent action going on. There's obviously going to be a wall of buyers there. Just like up here, there's a wall of sellers, right? We have a huge wall of sellers up here. Sellers. I don't like that arrow. That arrow sucks. We're going to use the fancy arrow. For this job, it calls for a fucking fancy arrow. You know what I'm saying? Where's my fucking fancy arrow at? Fancy arrow's gone. Get no fucking fancy arrow. Where's the big arrow at? There it is. Wall of sellers. Sellers of death, right? Then you have the sellers of death over here, right? And you have sellers of death right there, right? And that's what you need to get by, this 3-row sellers of death. It's like the old Legion of Doom that the Detroit Red Wings took out and beat out and retired in the 1997 Stanley Cup Championship, sweeping out the Legion of Doom, Philadelphia Flyers line they had there. You need to sweep out this Legion of Doom up there around that 70-ish cents where you keep getting harshly rejected, and try to blow up to all-time highs, or start to make a run at trying to get back up to all-time highs, because if you broke out of this area, your next major area that you would have to fight through would be all of this consolidation right here. Not so much from the first dump, because it just shot right down through that area and shot straight up through the area. But the second dump, you had a lot of consolidation and a lot of trading from about the $1.38 all the way down to about the 86-cent level. This whole area right there, there was a lot of trading, a lot of resistance you would have to fight through on the way up to get knocked to get ultimately bullish and then make a run at the second big pump of $2, $1.99, and the all-time high of just above 3.25. Right, that's what I'm looking at right now. These are the things taking place in the cryptocurrency market. Peace and love to my beautiful audience. Yes.